could say that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And we made everybody fine. There's no more conflict in this world. That's it. I don't understand why they thought that destruction was the only way to absolutely eliminate the world, because obviously it wasn't. We have more films to go. They could have done the same thing. That ending of freeing the humans, doing something that is, we're going to work together. It's such a better ending for this.
But okay, I don't disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should get this in the next minute. But I think what I find
we will.
What I think I find interesting is that they could have run with that with Brent if they'd wanted to, and Nova, but because of the Charlton Heston, let's just blow it all up, it kind of dictated what was going to happen. That's what he wanted to do with his franchise, and it's like, screw you. This could have been something completely different.
Right.
If that was the only way you were going to get to make this film, because with Heston in it, I'd been like, Heston.
Right. Well,
let's make a different movie.
I think it's a perfect storm of Heston and Richard Zanuck getting fired by his daddy.
Right.
And
that's actually in the article as well. Yeah.
And you've got two entities that are massively powerful in Hollywood, and they basically are trying to give the middle finger to the same thing from different vantage points. And so I think that's why we end up with what we get. It's a mistake to me, because what I wonder at this point, is this not a downer to the majority of people who see this?
When Brent got killed, I would have walked out.
It's the
I agree.
And I was on a plane.
It's the Infinity War ending, where everybody just at the end of it deflated.
But Infinity War had still an element of, we love those characters, because, and we've talked about this in between. I'm not a Marvel person, but I was moved as a father when I watched
Peter Parker.
Thank you, Peter Parker. Essentially, look to his father figure in that, and there's a moment of emotion that is honest that I don't get in this.
But Avengers. So Avengers ended in such a way that Thanos is now happy. We have heroes that are still alive. There is hope in the universe somehow. I mean, Star Wars still kind of typically ends with some type of hope, even if the heroes don't win. Nobody won. The heroes did not win in this movie.
That is so true. There is no element of any
Everybody
hope.
lost, yeah.
This is it. That's it. If I paid my money, I would have been walking up and going, bitches, you seriously just took me through this to kill everyone?
I am surprised they made 3 more movies, because I would have been so mad. Like, this is like worse than the Empire ending for that audience at the time. Now, I saw Empire in the theater.
Mm-hmm. I do too.
I loved it as a kid.
Did too.
I thought it was amazing. And I knew it wasn't over.
Because you knew they were going to go
there
look
was
for
more.
Han.
Okay.
I walked out knowing the hero can't always win. Sometimes the villain has to win in order to kind of move forward. This ending was like, fuck you guys.
So to that point, I agree with you. I saw it in the theaters too.
He cursed this time, not me.
But he's done it twice. I'm already noting that I have to edit these episodes. I remember watching Empire, and what struck me was that the hope that exists between Luke and Leia at the end of it, that and it's not even the hope, it's the love. They love Han, and we know they love him so much they're going to go after him.
Yeah.
There's no love. There's nothing in this. There's nothing that says this goes on. And it's also such a pessimistic view of the world that there's not even we can move beyond. If Taylor had said, all of this has to end with this, if there's a statement beyond it, but that's too much.
Taylor needed a statement.
He did.
Instead, we had to rely upon a narrator to kind of conclude this. And it's like, I needed, it was just.
Holy shit.
Sigh.
Sorry.
Holy shit, I got my tub of popcorn right here. Oh, wait. Everybody fucking died?
Everybody. Nova, Ursus, Taylor, Brent, and now the whole world.
Lucius and Cornelius.
And I get that there are people out there that love this. I've tried. I've said before that as a kid, the wackiness of it with the masks. I used to love when they would peel the mask off and I saw their irradiated faces and all that. I thought that was so cool. But now as you watch it and you sit there and think, what are they trying to say? Where they made such a statement with the first film, there's nothing said in this film. Nothing.
I can appreciate the film.
Oh, stop it.
I can. No. I will tell you that I like this film. I like it because it's gutsy and it goes someplace that the audience is not prepared for.
I agree. It's gutsy.
It's gutsy and it goes a place that the audience is not prepared for. However, when we break it down minute by minute, when I talk about the deaths of the characters that I loved, and there's no hope at the end, it was a hard movie.
I think more than anything, do you know what really upsets me? Is Nova.
Nova dying unceremoniously,
unheroically. You mean you find out she actually is improving as a character, can speak, and the next thing you do is offer.
I remember. So we're going to use Star Wars as the example in this. I remember seeing the original Star Wars when Obi-Wan died, and I sat with my father, and I told him that upset me, and he said, one of the greatest rules of drama, and my dad was an English professor before he ever became a doctor, is that a character that dies for no reason is a waste. But a character that dies to give an example is everything to the story. Obi-Wan dies so that Luke can be empowered to trust himself. It's beautiful. Nova has no reason to die. Now, you can have the tragic death if they blew up everybody and then you lose the innocence of the world, but they don't even do that correctly. They don't even kill the innocence of the world correctly. They just blow it all up.
So I agree with you. I think that death in a fictional story has to have meaning, or has to propel the characters forward.
It has to have a reason other than we don't know what else to do with this person, which is what they did with Nova.
So I'm totally gonna not make sense with this next comment because I can't wait. Go. I read it somewhere. Joss Whedon,
Joss Queen.
Joss Queen. Oh, I never thought about it. Joss Whedon.
What?
Says that he likes to kill a character at the end of a movie so the movie has meaning versus the character having a purpose by their death. So when you look back at a lot of Joss Whedon movies, he will kill a character like Wash
spoilers.
in Serenity.
Which is it's like he'll kill the heart.
Coulson in Avengers.
He'll kill the heart of the story.
So he has this thing where he basically said, I need an impact in the movie, therefore you should kill somebody. And it was like this idea that death was supposed to have an impact as opposed to move the story forward. Now, that doesn't mean the writer doesn't make it move it forward, but he was like, if I want to have that thing that gets the audience, I got to kill somebody.
Well, also, I mean, he also
now I'm just
had the...
also I it's been a while since I read the article, so
he's a very gifted writer, so I'm not gonna knock him.
In Avengers, he uses Coulson's death to actually pull the Avengers together.
And Coulson is,
but the fact that
he's the agent dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you go back and watch his properties, when he gets to the end of something, he has to kill somebody. Every time I get to the end of a Joss Whedon story, somebody's gonna die. Like it's not even like a.
I have no problem with death, and whether it be that it provides a propulsion for the story or the character motivation.
Well, that's different. Why can't the death be the catalyst, not the conclusion?
But I don't think. But here's the thing with Nova. I don't think it's anything.
No,
I think it's simply that they didn't have anything for her to do in the script going forward, so they killed her. It's this arbitrary. There's no need for it. It serves no purpose. And it's not even that we don't stage Taylor at that point, like I said, to be distraught that the one thing in this world of chaos and confusion was Nova that made sense. And he's not even moved by that. He's just like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, well, she did. Let's go.
Well, I mean, when we look at the two movies, and maybe we should save for the next movie, and I'm not really sure.
We got more to talk about in the next movie.
When we look at the movies, Nova was our hope.
I agree.
Nova was that thing that moved us forward. She finally spoke. She should have been the character moving forward. I mean, as selfish as Brent was, as his issues were, it was hard to see him go because he focused the movie. Taylor could die. I don't really care, but he didn't have that kind of final moment with Zaius. But Nova should have been the dawn. Nova should have been the dawning of man. She should have been Eve.
As you said that, I found myself wondering, why did we have to have a lead human actor in this? Why couldn't it have simply been the struggle of the apes? Taylor is off there, he vanishes the first, and it becomes the struggle of the apes trying to figure out what to do with the human thing. Why do I need another stupid human that has to come here and figure it out? That was a mistake. I already love Cornelius and Zira. They're my hope and then you put Nova in there, and there's so many elements you could construct without a human.
Okay, so
what you do is at the end of the movie, when everybody lives and they don't blow it up, is you see Cornelius and Zira together, and they have a baby, and they've named the baby Taylor.
Hang on, that's it. That's Minute of the Apes. For that one, Sean wins. Yes. That is that they have evolved. His death, his life means something. They have evolved. They've learned something. They're letting the humans go. I think that's the crucial element, is this: they didn't need the Brent character. Brent does nothing but reiterate everything that we've had from and we've all complained to some extent, all three of us, that this film rehashes again and again and again.
The first half of the movie is basically unnecessary. And
I feel sorry for Franciscus. I really do. He is given the thankless role of stepping in like, what's he supposed to do?
We'll talk about it in the next minute.
Read the lines.
Damn
and stand
you, Richard,
on your
for
mark.
telling me to shut up.
We'll talk about that next minute. We'll talk about Franciscus in the next minute.
Okay, fine. We are on to minute 95, and it is the very last minute.
Credits.
Credits, baby. Tomorrow.
Oh.
All right. Richard has no more martini to... Sean's half, sorry. I'm 3/4. Hang on, there's cheers. There it is. I'm trying not to spill on my Mac. All right, for Richard and Sean, I'm Todd. Everybody have a great one. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Beneath the minute of the apes. Beneath the minute of the apes. Beneath the minute of the apes.
The only good human is a dead human.